helped and the cueing helped, so we're in a motor control breakout. You may have done through range, you may have done deep muscle assessment. Now you're applying different dissociation tests to further assess the lumbar spine. You would pick the bow because the bow is a great assessment of the deep lumbar extensors. So if in someone doing a squat they gave into lumbar flexion and cueing helped, this would be a great follow-up assessment. Okay? But you could do the bow for anything. You could do any dissociation assessment for anything and make a case for it. But if you target the muscle that failed in their functional give, you're further assessing that same muscle group in your dissociation assessment. See how that makes sense? So it helps you to target, but you can go there in a variety of ways. So have your patient hands and knees on the bed. We'll just finish lumbar dissociation and then we'll break for lunch.
Sorry, I kind of want to get this. If you don't mind. Ooh.
So hands and knees.
You suck.
What you have pictured here, this is quadruped. Okay, because for quadruped, that's the same thing as hands and knees. Okay, same thing as tabletop. All right. Well, not yet. That's when you reach. So you can see it written as hands and knees, quadruped, or tabletop. Okay? All the same thing. Now, notice here, shifted back. Okay? What happened? What moved here?
Hip flexion.
The patient went into hip flexion. Is that an appropriate assessment considering the person gave during a squat?
No.
Why not?
Then that's their-
When you go into a squat, you go into hip flexion.
Are you assessing the leg? What are you doing? When you're doing that?
What am I doing right here? Dissociation. I'm doing a motor control breakout dissociation. Quadruped would be an appropriate assessment if someone failed during a squat. Because we want the lumbar spine to stay in neutral and we want the hip to flex. Okay, so I just wanted you to see the continuum. So bowing or quadruped rock are both appropriate. So what moved here? Hip. What didn't move? Pelvis, but lumbar. Okay?
That's your stable. And then the movement.
The lumbar spine is the proximal, the distal is the hip. This is a dissociation. Proximal hold with distal movement. So patients, do your posterior quadruped rock.
Dr. Rodriguez, how far would you make them flex?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Okay, because I mean, at some point.
Yeah, at some point it's going to go, yeah. Just use your judgment for how far it's going to go.
Okay.
Patient, please do your quadruped rock.
Yeah.
That's weird. Go for it.
I feel like moving.
You have like frozen eyes. Yes, you want to. All right, what kind of gives can we see?
None.
Posterior column.
Lumbar flexion give. What muscle
I'm so proud of
failed
you.
in the lumbar flexion give?
Lumbar extension.
Good. What other kind of give can you see? True. Rotation.
Lumbar.
Extension.
What would rotation look like here?
Like a lean one.
Yeah, it could be. That could be like I would think of it as side bend, but it would look like a pelvic rotation. Okay? What other give can happen? An extension give. What muscle group fails? Flexors, namely
Abdominal.
abdominal. All right. So talk that through your patient. Patient, take a give. Therapist, name the muscle.
Alright, do you mind if I get some camera?
The lumbar spine. Is there any other?
Go for it. Make a give for me.
Just the spine itself.
To the side. So that means you're right.
Pelvis up and down.
Rotators. Right. Or,
Am I going to the right or the left?
oh, you're going into the right, so your left is not working. That's when you check in. So your left rotators are not working. Okay. Next game.
Or side benders.
Or side benders, yes. Mainly your
Possibly.
abdominal. Oh, and QL. Should have go back. Alright,
So
next
stop.
game.
Stop.